ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Center, 319. Double dog, that's the way. 319.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Get up. 54.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's Jones. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No. 319. Watch the run, watch the run. No. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
It's a gain of 22.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Mike 42.
Check pass.
42.
Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards, did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end.
Hey, alert! 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 Alert!
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, defense, let's go!
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy under 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to hold it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Garoppolo on the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check my 50. Target.
From the 22, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Green Bay.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm on.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. Look at you.
Now Rodgers, a free play. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Move. We got three, fellas.
Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The full start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Hey,
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey. 319.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And it's third down.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now on 2nd and 16, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
65.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Don't get nervous. Mike 42, check.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
3rd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go! 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mike. With 18. We got.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sack City. Sack City, baby.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
56 the month, boy. 56. Check.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, 88. 56.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
93's the mic. I got one.
Check, 93's the mic. 93.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Pass to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180. I got you. I got you. One, Omaha. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Let's bring it. Wait.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Big stop, let's go. 91 is the mark. We got it.
Garoppolo now. From that side cut by Goodwin. And he's able to get the 1st first here as he's taken down at the 25. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Push him back. Push him back.
Shoot.
On first down, it's Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180! We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Switch.
2.
No.
2.
On second down, it's Drake. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Tremont Smith on the return.
Let's go, boys.
The
Bring it on.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. From the 38, Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
6-6. Pull it high.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Rodgers now on 1st down. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anton Exum. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got nothing. Check it out.
Now Drake. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.